Hello, I'm Hoosfoos McCabe, and you have tuned in for the first story mode episode of Empires of the Undergrowth, an ant colony management game currently in early access. The first few story missions are quite tutorial-ish, but if you want to watch the actual tutorial mission, I've included a card above that will take you to it. Thanks for being here. Now, let's colonize. I'm going to start by naming our colony. We'll call it These Ants. And let's pick a color. How about... you know what? Red is good. Now let's do yellow. Yellow ants seem scary to me. Okay, let's start. Here we go. Okay. Welcome to your Formicarium. This is your hub from which you will launch levels, upgrade your home colony, and put it to the test. The Formicarium has two types of resource you will not see in other levels, and you will receive more of these by playing other levels. Territory limits, the number of tiles you can mark for excavation.
Ah, I see the Queen has taken well to her new home.
It's fascinating. She has already started to spawn. Incredible, really, that we found such a healthy specimen.
How long until we can expect to see interspecies polymorphism?
We should be patient and allow the colony to grow first. I've placed food nearby. Then we will introduce the Formica fusca and observe their reaction.
Excellent. Keep me updated on their progress.
Okay, so the conceit of this is that we are in some kind of lab. I've played a little of this game, but not an absolute ton of it. I haven't played through all of the story missions yet.
Come on now, my little ants. You need space to grow. Dig, dig, dig.
Okay, thank you, scientist, too. So, in our Formicarium, we are building our own little colony. Whoops, I guess I'm digging that out.
They're beginning to expand their territory.
Excellent news. Is something wrong?
I've provided them with food just a few centimeters south of the Queen, but they don't seem to be interested.
If they are too distressed to collect food, then we will have to replace the colony and start again.
Such a terrible waste.
Okay, if you guys will just relax while I explain to the viewers what's going on. Anyway, let's read these notices. From time to time, notifications with an eye symbol or tips with a light bulb will appear right here. Right-click the icon to remove it or disable it in the options menu. Additionally, you can disable that type for the level from the top right of this box. To expand your colony, you're going to need space. When no tool is selected, selecting an undug tile will mark it for excavation. If workers can reach the tile, they will head to it and dig it out. Just south of your queen is some food marked by the green outline. Try marking these tiles between your queen and the food for excavation. If an ant sees food, it will pick it up and bring it back to the colony, provided we have the storage space. Once stored in our nest, the value of the food will be added to our resource counter in the top right. That's all up here. Okay, let's delete some of these. Thank you, and thank you. And we do have some food, so we'll tell our workers to go down here. The way this works is we're going to have a series of missions that we get to do, which is what we're going to be doing in just a moment here. Okay, our little dudes are getting our food. Okay, we've got more notices. Any idle worker may bring an egg from the queen to a brood tile. The egg will develop and hatch into an ant, costing a small amount of food. A brood tile can only support one ant at a time, so if a worker brings a second egg to the same tile, it will only hatch once the first ant has died. Now you have some resources. You can build some new workers. Select the brood tile tab from the bottom right and then select the Formica Ereptor worker. You can select any excavated tile to become a worker tile. An idle worker will come to build that tile. Yes, I know all of that, and so will you if you have watched the tutorial. Otherwise, like I said, these beginning missions are rather tutorial-like. But we're just going to jump right into it. I'm going to... Another notice. In the bottom middle of your screen is your pheromone group assignment panel. Your ants are displayed here in groups based on their room, and hovering over them will highlight the room. Drag your ants from the nest group into group 1, and then right-click on a dugout tile. Your ants will notice the pheromone marker and head to it. Okay, but actually, we're just going to go for new home. This is story mission 1.1. Okay, difficulty medium. We can't do challenge mode to begin with, and we get a bunch of rewards for our Formicarium if we win. The mission is: a new Formica fusca colony has set up a home in a rotting log, but to establish themselves will be no simple task. Let's try it. Okay, here we are. Outside of the Formicarium, digging is free and there is no adaptations menu. These levels are set up with units you can build, and tile upgrades are automatically unlocked. On beating these missions, you will select rewards to take back to your Formicarium colony. So you're actually probably supposed
This
to
Formica fusca queen has set up home beneath a rotting log. She is fat and vulnerable. Her first brood will need to move quickly if the colony is to survive. Their priority now is to find food, and there is plenty around. But there are other hungry creatures down here. The workers will need to be vigilant.
So probably what you're supposed to do is
The
be a
ants
little...
have encountered a pocket of woodworm. These defenseless weevil larvae will make an excellent meal for the colony. They will be butchered and carried off for processing.
Right, so you're probably meant to spend a little more time in your Formicarium. But I just figured I would jump right into the story mode mission, and we can go back and learn a little more about the Formicarium as we spend time between missions. These woodworm will not fight back, and once killed can be taken back as food. Okay, so what we're going to do is we can create some black ant broods, and we can do the worker ants. So we already have 7 worker ants. So we're going to do some brood. But first... Whoops, hold on, I don't want to do that. Oh, no. No, okay. Got food over here, so we're actually going to dig for that food as well. There's some bad dudes here, there's some food here, some bad dudes with some food here. So what we're going to do is dig down here, dig out this food, and we're going to make this our first brood area. Let's set up some dudes. Oh, we need more food. We're going to set up a breeding area. In addition to workers, the Black Ant Colony can produce soldiers. These are combat units and will not perform nest jobs, although they can pick up and harvest food. They deal much more damage than workers and have more health. Yes, we're going to use them. Okay, let's set out more of them. So we should have plenty of food. There's more corpses of those woodworms, so we need 50 just to place the tile for each of these black ant soldiers. But we should be able to get enough. Our biggest challenge is actually we don't have enough food storage. So we're gonna have to make a little of that. Yes, in fact. Then I'm going to dig out all this stuff. And we can store some food over here. Increase our food storage. Okay. And then we have to go get some food. But we've got some dudes that can attack. So let's go do that. So we're going to take Pheromone Group 1. And we're going to tell them to go here. And our paltry little Pheromone Group 2. And then we're going to dig out and see what's over here. Now we can store up to 110.
The workers have uncovered carnivorous larvae of Ocypus olens, the devil's coach horse.
Alright, beat them up.
They are born ready for combat, with powerful slicing mandibles for chopping up their prey. They are still small, however, and must undergo a final pupation before their armor is fully developed. If the ants are fast, they should be able to overwhelm these critters.
And we were completely successful.
If the ants are disturbed...
The larvae of Devil's Coach Horse will attack ants on sight. They deal medium damage and bite fast. It would be wise to take on groups of them only when you outnumber them. And we did demolish them. So that's
the
awesome.
adult of these larvae, the outcome for the colony may not have been so fortunate. They must expand with caution.
So I've played this game far enough to know what it's like when you encounter a full Devil's Coach Horse, and oh my gosh, they are really rough. Okay, so they're bringing food over here. I think we're going to add another black ant to this area, another soldier, and then we're going to come through. I was trying to avoid going through our breeding area, but too bad for us, I guess. So we're going to dig down and open up this area. There's bad dudes and food here.
There are intruders
Boom.
in the nest.
Okay, take them out. Okay. So far we're doing pretty well. Of course, it is just the beginning. Okay, we lost a couple of our soldiers, but then they immediately hatched because they were ready to go. Once a tile is surrounded by 6 tiles of the same type, or walls, it can be upgraded. From the build menu, select the upgrade tool. You will now see tiles that can be upgraded denoted by a complete green circle. Click on them to mark them for upgrade. An upgrade costs the same as the base tile. So we can do that. Upgrades are here, right? Upgrade tool. So we can see here, this one can be upgraded. That's going to take 50, which we don't have. So we're not going to worry about upgrades yet. We need food. Should be getting plenty of food now. Okay, so we can upgrade, and our food stores are full. So we're going to do this and that. So we should still have plenty of food. So now we've got more food we can access here, more bad dudes over here. Food stores are already full. So one thing we're going to do is increase the size of our food stores so we can just store more food so our ants are not always running out as we try to create more, as we try to hatch more of our friends. We're going to dig through to this food. We'll send our Pheromone Group 1 over there, but actually we can start a breeding area here. So why don't we do that? And we're going to make this tiles surrounded by level 2 tiles can be upgraded to level 3. Each upgrade makes the ants produced by that tile more powerful, and at level 3 they will often gain an extra ability. Design chambers hexagonally and surround them by walls to be able to upgrade the maximum number of ants. Okay, we're running low on food again because I keep spending it building. So let's go up here. We'll go from here. One of the things we want to avoid doing is making a shortcut for anybody.
The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
So we want to make we want to avoid making shortcuts to our queen, because then any of the coach horses or any other attackers, I suppose, can easily get to our queen and really mess us up.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
Yes, we are protecting the larvae. Thank you. Those guys didn't stand a chance. Awesome. So now we're going to have some food, and then that'll allow us to hatch more dudes. So we're going to make them Pheromone Group 2. Okay, can't get all that food there, people. Or I guess they're not people, ants. And we're going to send Pheromone Group 2 over here now. And then this is probably 4 more Devil's Coach Horse larvae, or whatever they are, the small ones. And I like to just step them in so that our workers don't have to bear the brunt of any attack. The ants assigned to pheromone groups can be told to not gather food or not attack from the buttons at the right of the assignment panel. They may be used to prevent an attack squad from picking up food or instead prioritize gathering food in the heat of battle. Mm-hmm.
There are intruders in the nest.
And the tutorial does actually talk about that, or it shows you that, teaches you that. Okay, catching some guys. Okay, we're going to grow this out a little bit. And then I think I'm going to start doing some upgrading. You can see our queen is in a festive mood. She's wearing her Santa cap. Go up here and get it.
These woodlice will make a significant addition to the colony's larders, but they are clinging tightly to the ground. It's going to take some effort to dislodge them.
Okay, so we'll let our attack groups do that for a little bit. Woodlice have thick armor and will take a while to kill. Their hunker down ability provides them with increased defense, reducing physical damage. Once killed, they can be harvested to provide food for us. Alright, ants. So now we've got a bunch of food, so we're gonna do some upgrading. So we'll upgrade this guy, and this guy, and I guess I mean gal, because I believe all of these ants are female. Just upgrade as many as we can, and I believe there's some way we can hover over. There it is. So we have 7 ants, 7 larvae, 5 level 1 and 2 level 2, 0 level 3 ants in this one. Same setup, except we have 6 level 1 and 1 level 2 in this one. So we'll get some food. Let's do some more upgrading for our next set of attacks. We'll upgrade all of them. Now I made a little mistake here based on what the notice told us. If I left the wall in here, then it would count as, these would be 6 of 6, and this would be 6 of 6. So I messed that up a little bit. Okay, so how are we doing on the food front? Well, I guess you can upgrade food stores as well. Let's upgrade. These only cost 5, so let's upgrade them. Oh, now we can hold a lot more. So I think we're done with that. We got 31 food. Looks like we've taken out all the woodlice. So let's head into here and get this food. You can see this white stuff or this grayish stuff we can't dig through. Okay, we're going to tell our pheromone group to get in here. In fact, that was pretty nice, a bunch of woodlice. There's 2 bad dudes here. So first we'll get the woodlice. Our objective is to eliminate all the nearby creatures, and as you can see from the minimap, there are a lot of them. Oops, there we go, a lot of them. So we're going to be here for a little bit. Okay, and now we can upgrade that ant to level 3. Check it out. Now we have 1 level 3 black ant in here. I think we've got all the food out of here, so now we're going to take out these 2 bad guys. Come on, ants. Where are our workers right now? We're going to make Pheromone Group 5 is going to become a dedicated worker.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
Okay, so I'm creating 3 more workers, and we're going to throw them into Pheromone Group 5. We took these guys out easily. So now we're gonna dig through here to our food chamber. Create that shortcut. That may be something I come to regret later, but this way we can really move stuff around faster. Okay, so we're pretty good shape on the food, but not great. But that's because I did so much upgrading. And now we're gonna move. Yes, we have 4 workers in here. Okay, so let's see what else we got. Okay, let's proceed up here since our pheromone groups are here. Come on, folks. Getting here pretty quickly. Now that we've got our shortcut. Okay, pheromone group 1. Right
Predators
there.
are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
Okay, take them out, please. Okay, go grab all that food. We're gonna move 1 up here. Like, we're gonna make it so that group 1 does not pick up food anymore. So it will always be ready for battle. Group 2 is going to do double duty, but then this worker group 5 is only going to be picking up food. We don't want them fighting. Okay, this looks like it might be a pretty big battle. Actually, it's a little worrisome, so why don't we dig out this way? Because maybe this is just a handful of the immature coach horses. And actually, we're going to put Pheromone Group 5, make them responsible for picking up food.
There are intruders in the nest.
Come on, take them out. Let's go. Crush them. Crush them. Okay, so now we can send Group 5 over here to pick up this food. And the ants from Group 2 should also do it, but we're less worried about that now that we've got dedicated 5 taking care of it for us. Okay, I may be making a mistake not doing more brood. Maybe we'll add 1 brood here. See about upgrading him? Sure. Okay, see, now if we dig out, if I understand how this works, we can dig out there, I think. And then create a brood right here. And I think that will let us do an upgrade. No, definitely not. It's going to say 11. I don't quite understand how this bit works. Oh, see, I don't know how to get this up to 12. But let's upgrade this. Upgrade that. Oh, we need more food to do it. Ah, we can upgrade this one when we have the food supplies. So, but we're out of food, so let's find some more food. How about we try... That looks like a lot of bad dudes. How about we try... Oh, that's a lot of bad dudes everywhere, huh? Okay, so we're going to keep Group 5 down here, away from the battle. And then we're going to move Groups 1 and 2 right up here. And then we're going to open this up, and we may regret this.
Predators are loose in the nest.
There they are.
The larvae
5
must be protected.
horses.
The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
But that's a problem because then they won't hatch as they get killed by the coach horses. It's definitely a miscalculation on my part. But fortunately, we're going to have a ton of food now. I'm going to send 5 there to pick up any food that's in here. I want to let the food burn a hole in our pocket. There we go. So we have 7 level 2 and 3 level 3. And if I could figure out how to do it, we could get this guy up to level 3 also. But I think we're okay for now. So group 1, actually, we're going to turn on food collection, and group 2, we're going to turn it off because group 2 is our super powerful platoon. Okay, so let's move. Is everybody done? Did they get all the food? Let me see. Let's try taking out this area because then there's a whole lot of food we can use, and then I might actually create another brood area. So we're going to move. Yes, okay, we're going to move 2 over here. And 1 over here. Then we're going to dig our way in. And we're going to get all of our ants ready. We're going to go in. Take them out.
There are intruders in the nest.
Kicking butt here. It's going to be a lot of food. Okay, that was a super success. Now we're going to move group 5 there so they can pick up food. Then we're just going to wait a moment. Just let things settle out. I want to get this food up here. These are our soldiers, and these are our workers. Hey, look at all that food we're going to get. Because I want to start a big breeding area, maybe in this area, so that if our guys die, they'll come right back. I think I'll start it here. It's out of our normal path. Yeah. Oh, we're in good shape. We're in good shape. Is that all the food that's in here? Is there food over here? Okay, 5 guy. That looks like some food. I think that's the extent of that food. But this is also food, so we're going to open this up. We're really going to fill up. I'm sure there's a fully grown coach horse somewhere. Oh, in fact, there might be 2. That might be what these big exclamation points are. And I'm sure they're going to hand us our ass. Okay, 5. Come on over here. In fact, 1, you can come over here too. Let's collect all this food, people. Okay, we're going to start building. Come on, ants. Don't just go marching 1 by 1. Here we go. Gonna make some dudes. Okay, that used almost all our food. we're still schlepping a bunch of food back. Got some food here. He doesn't pick up food, so we're going to send him right there. Let's get all this food here, because we don't want them walking through the breeding area. So we're going to tell 1 to come over here. Beat those guys up. Okay, it looks like 5 is in good shape. Let's see, is this food here? All right, we're all set there. Okay, so we're going to upgrade all of these guys. Do our best to make, this is now Pheromone Group 3. Okay, that is, well, we've got a lot of food kind of ready to be grabbed here. I think we're in pretty good shape. Yeah, can't really upgrade any of the rest of these. This is a speed up tile, but we're not going to use any of those right now. I don't think we need them for this mission at all. Okay, there's a lot of food up here. Is 5 up here? Come on, 5. Okay, so now I'm going to place more. Boom, boom. Okay, we're going to make a pretty buff group here in 3. And in fact, for 3, we're going to turn off food collection as well. Oh, running low on food again. Okay, I think we're going to have to take a little bit of risk here. Shoot, okay, I miscalculated again. That's not good, that might actually be our death. Okay, we're going to do these guys first because I'm pretty sure there are big coach horses here. Okay, so we're going to move 1 over here, and 2, and our newly buffed 3. We're going to have kind of a problem. So in fact, we're going to set 5 right here too, because we're going to not be able to hatch new replacement ants. That was definitely a miscalculation on my part. Okay, everybody up here, please. So I'm actually setting 5 close by, because we want 5 to run in and get food if it can. Here we go.
There are intruders in the nest.
Oh, that's a lot of them. There is a way to show...
The colony is starving. There is not enough food to feed the new brood.
Yeah, that was a mistake I made. So there's a way to show the stats of guys, but I don't remember. I'll look between episodes about how to turn it on. Oh, moved them that fast? Amazing. Okay, everybody get the food here, please. We need this food. See, we're 2 short here. We're down 3 here. This one we're at full. But the food will allow it. That noise you hear is, now that we have food, we will, they're hatching. Okay, so I am going to wait a second, though. I do really want to upgrade before we open this, because this is our last set, and I'm pretty sure we're going to get our butts handed to us, so might as well get as prepared as we can. Actually, depending on how much food we bring back, I may not upgrade any of these, which is a little unfortunate. We're going to move our non-collecting groups here. Got all the food? Okay, you're bringing back a little food. Okay, I think 1 can also be set here. This is going to be rough. Okay, we've got 380, so maybe we can upgrade a few. Like that guy. And maybe that guy. How much is it to hatch these guys? I don't even know. We'll do that as well. Okay, I think that's going to be the extent of what we do. Let's just let those get upgraded. Oh, we can turn this guy into a 3? That's probably worth it. Okay, well, I may have just signed our death warrant here, but now we have a couple of 3s in this brood group. Okay, here we go. Everybody ready? Let's open it up. I think we're gonna get screwed.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
Okay, we're in good shape. I thought we were gonna open it up on some big coach horses. Okay, 5 can come in here and grab some stuff. 1 can come in here and grab some stuff. And then 2 and 3 are just gonna sit here and wait. Bring back our food. Okay, we're getting close. This is going to be the final battle, I believe. Do we bring back the food? Okay, let's just see what else we can upgrade. We got one more 3 here. I think that's good because we want to be able to feed the new hatchlings. So as soon as a worker comes, do that upgrade. Or the next group people. I guess they're not people, huh? They're ants. Okay, here we go. Let's open it up.
Predators are loose in the nest.
There's 2
The
fully grown
larvae
ones.
must be protected.
Oh boy, we could be in trouble.
The ants have stumbled into the path of a fully developed devil's coach horse beetle, and it's hungry for breakfast. The beetle is almost 4 times the size of a black ant, and protected by thick plates of external armor. Whilst it bites at the tiny defenders, it sprays foul-smelling secretions from the end of its raised abdomen, disorientating the ants.
So, yeah, they're spraying some nasty stuff like it said, and we can see our food's going down as we hatch new guys. Oh, got a note here. A fully grown devil's coach horse is aggressive, has a large health pool, and powerful but slow bite. It will periodically spray directly in front of it with a foul-smelling secretion which confuses ants hit by it. It will take a large force to take it down. Yes, it just told us that, and we
The devil's coach horse is dead.
Oh, we did
Its
it!
corpse will provide food to support dozens of new brood.
Alright, we won!
This Formica fusca colony has now established itself as a rising power in the Undergrowth. Soon their territory will need to expand above ground, where new challenges await. For the time being, however, the Queen is safe.
Alright, we did it. We did it, and we get to choose a reward, so extra, I guess this is territory, hexes, this is food, so we can obviously make more guys, or royal jelly, which I don't, oh, royal jelly I think we use to upgrade like DNA and stuff like that, and get like superpowers. Let's go for extra food? No, I'm going to do extra royal jelly. Because I want superpowers. Superpowers are cool. Okay, and I guess we could play this more, but we're going to end this level. And that was our victory. And how did we do? Ooh, we got some tracking. I mean, we got some achievements. And it took me a very long time, so we only got 0.4. Otherwise, I guess we would have had more points. Okay, we got all this stuff, and we're going to return to the Formicarium.
How is the colony progressing?
The Queen is exhibiting interesting new behaviors. I believe the colony is beginning to adapt.
In order to access the surface, you will need to mark the surface tunnel to be excavated. To the very north of your Queen is the surface tunnel. Left-clicking this will mark it for excavation. Resources gained from levels will be dropped into your Formicarium on the surface. Ah, so the royal jelly we got will be up there, I guess. But actually, we're going to call the episode here, and then we will explore all the stuff over here in the upper left next time, and and then expand our Formicarium as well. Thank you very much for joining me. I look forward to continuing this series. Please feel free to offer constructive criticism. Likes and subscribes are, of course, always welcome. And as always, please remember to spay or neuter your pets, but not both.